This is Smark Mouthing. Go ahead and explain what we're going to be doing here.
We will be analyzing content from WWE.
Yep. Now, this is going to be for July 9th, which is Great Balls of Fire. It's the first Great Balls of Fire ever, which means it is historic, as pretty much everything is.
Can we put up the historic counter?
Yes. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
See if I actually do that.
Maybe not.
That's if I'm lazy. Okay.
Okay. So, we started with the kickoff.
Yes, and there was only one match.
And it was Neville versus Akira. Two
Okay.
cruiserweights.
Yeah. So, just so you know how we're going to be doing this, since this is the first episode, we're going to first give you our initial thoughts, which will be represented by some very complex imagery. This here is good, and that's bad. Okay? Now, then we'll talk about it, and after we're done talking about it, you know, we might sway each other's opinions if we happen to disagree. And at the end of it, we'll say, hey, what's the final verdict? And we'll decide
whether it's
this
certified G or soft.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You got it? You
So-
got that? Okay.
Got it. Calm down.
Sorry.
Okay. So what we got?
So we had Neville versus Akira.
Okay, let me just think about this for a second. No versus Akira.
Yeah.
Ready? Ready?
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think it belonged in the kickoff show. I think that it belonged in the big deal, the Great Balls of Fire. But it was great. I mean, Akira having a manager, and the manager is Titus. Very good move, I thought.
Oh yeah, I love that. Like, just they're bringing back managers. I'm just excited.
Yes.
It's just nice to have someone on the sidelines. You know, it's like Rocky. You know, the old man on the side, but this time it's not an old man, which is fine. It's awesome.
It's good.
And I just want to see more of it.
There was an incredible submission hold, a standing submission hold from Akira.
Oh, that was cool.
And that was beautiful.
Yeah, Neville was just like, I don't know what to do. Akira's just wrapped around him like
some kind of octopus. I think it was
yes,
an octopus hold, something like that.
I don't know. It was cool.
It's new to me. We'll figure it out.
There was another thing. Yeah, both these guys they're really good workers. Neville, I know personally, I think I'd like to see him as a face.
I miss face Neville. I do too. Yeah.
But he's a really good heel. He is.
He's a great heel.
I mean, he could use more motivation, but his motivation's good enough. I'm happy with it. It's entertaining.
And it works for this feud. I mean, we've got Neville did win.
Yeah.
And
that was kind of hard.
That's okay. Because it keeps this going and it lets Akira build and Titus build with him. So I think it makes sense. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, it's just disappointing because it's like I wanted Akira to win. I think didn't they fight sometime past recently?
They have fought in the past.
Neville won that time too.
Yeah.
It's going for a while, so hopefully we'll see.
Kind of an underdog story. They're doing a bunch of those, but
yeah,
I think it could go somewhere. I think it could be good.
Okay.
So the final verdict is
certified G. Okay.
And then we move on to the actual Great Balls of Fire show.
Yes, which is actually aesthetic. I just want to talk about that for a little bit.
Great.
Yeah, really cool. This whole like kind of old, drive-in theater thing and
kind of throwback to the 50s.
Yeah,
it was nice.
And it was cool because like when they had like the Beast show up, because he was in the match.
Brock Lesnar.
And they had like his text was like an old horror movie.
The B-movie style is really good.
Those little details, that was nice. Kind of old 50s cars were all polished and nice, and they had like custom logos made for the different athletes. So it was cool.
It was very good. Whoever was in charge of design did a great job.
Yeah.
So we're going to say yes? Certified G to that?
Well, we don't have to.
Well,
we don't have to give a thumbs up to that.
Well, I'm going to because I thought it was good, and that's a lot of hard work. So.
Okay, we're going to continue.
Okay. Our first match was Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah. Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
No. If anything, that should have been the kickoff match.
I should do my other hand because I'm gonna be like,
right
it's a no.
It's a no. My face is a no.
So
you want to go ahead? It was boring.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Boring.
so boring. And I feel bad because both of these guys are very talented. They just had a boring match.
And the lead up into it, like, Bray Wyatt had this really good promo, like the best promo I've seen from him.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't meandering. It was nice.
That was cool, like punching through the soul and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounded cool.
That was good. But the match was not as good.
Yeah, it's not working at all. They need to just...
Yeah.
They
They
need to stop. This
did
isn't
gain
working.
some momentum later in the match, but it wasn't enough.
No.
And the motivation just, there is none.
Should have swapped. They should have took the pre-show match, and that should have been in the main event, and Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt should have been thrown in the other thing. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's bad. All right, well, I don't know.
Bray won, but why?
No.
It serves no purpose. What is the angle? It doesn't make sense.
Well, there's only one word to describe this match.
Soft.
She's going to spell it out for you right now. Can
S-
she do it?
AWFT. Soft.
That's right.
So what was next was Enzo and Big Cass. It's so sad.
Yeah. I mean, Enzo actually cries a tear. I mean, this was on a previous thing before the pay-per-view.
And it was all over his promo.
But man, it's
Man
like the
can
acting skill. He can do the
emote.
drama,
It was good.
and he can do the comedy. And, well, wait, sorry, before we get into that,
Yeah.
first reactions, what do you think?
It was great.
It deserves it.
It
It so
does.
deserves it. This is possibly, no, this not possibly was. This was my favorite moment of the entire pay-per-view, hands down.
Enzo walks out to a huge pop from the crowd.
Yeah,
First of all. Then he gets into the ring
yeah.
and tell us about his promo.
Oh, I can't believe it. Best promo. I mean, it sounds like okay, he's always just gonna say the best from now on. But no, really, like this was the best promo I've ever heard from like the current era.
The new era. Completely.
Which is a terrible name. We'll get to that later. But from the new era, best promo hands down. For some reason, everyone's terrible at doing promo, except for Heyman, of course. Never gonna diss Heyman. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what's up.
But man, Enzo delivered. I mean, he was like Hulk Hogan out there. He was like
Such a
he was in the
showman.
camera's face, rah! And I don't know, just
He brought it home. He's been trying to do promos like this from the beginning.
yeah.
And now he actually nailed it, and it was so good.
I mean, his words were articulate, and he just knew exactly what he wanted to say, and he just pulled it together. He kept talking about. Oh, it was on this arm, I think. No, it was this arm. Sorry.
Old Blue Eyes.
Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra. And he tied in his story with that story. We talked about the differences. Like, that's...
So good.
When you consider how plain most promos are, that was a very intricate promo.
Very
and he
personable.
delivered it. Yeah, and he delivered it really, really well. And let's talk about the match.
The match happened.
Match.
Oh. Oh, no. It was such a squash match, guys. Cass just wiped the floor with him, which was so
Yeah.
disappointing after that promo.
Okay, yeah. Basically, here's my problem with the whole thing. And I'm sure you're going to agree. I'm sure you're going to be like, yeah, Mr. Lab.
He knows what he's talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, they've been building this up for so long, and then they get to it, and what happens is Enzo loses, which makes it look like Enzo's completely incapable. What they should have done, I'm okay with Enzo losing. The problem is the way that he had him lose. It was a squash. They should have had it where he, busted out some cruiserweight stuff, showed Cass, hey, I'm a force to be reckoned with. But then, Cass wins, and then the feud goes, and we can follow that and see how,
That would be fine.
Enzo's got to keep working on his skill and build himself up and learn how to work without Cass. That would be cool.
By himself.
But instead, it was just like, it's almost, I don't know, it could almost completely ruin Enzo at this point, the way they did it. Hopefully it won't, but it could. It could just make it seem like, oh yeah, Enzo, he's just complete junk without Cass. So,
It's a bad move.
especially after that promo,
Such
if they followed
a
up,
great promo.
at least, even with him losing, after that promo, if he just like kind of came close to winning, it would have been just a perfect, absolute, flawless moment.
Would have been great.
but they didn't do that.
No.
So, what's your final thoughts?
It's hard to decide what I think about this match because the promo was so good. Yeah. And then the match was so disappointing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So,
your final verdict.
My final verdict?
Yeah.
I'm going to say certified G just because I think that they can pull this together if they give Enzo a win soon. So I'm going to say certified G.
All right. Well, I'm going to say soft. And I hate saying that because I loved it so much. But yeah, the match was really disappointing. I think it was a really bad choice. And I think it's going to have to work really hard to really just cover up their mistake. I don't think they're going to have much of a recovery. It's just, wow, we shouldn't have done that, guys.
Yeah.
And they're just going to move on.
Yep.
Okay, whatever. We're moving on.
Next was Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah, I don't understand this match.
Continuity is not a strong suit.
Okay, let's do the thumb thingy.
Okay.
Ready?
I think so.
Okay, we'll go ahead. Well, no. That one.
That one?
We're coming up my own head.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going thumbs down.
Okay.
So we disagree now.
We do.
Things are heating up.
It's okay. I'm not gonna big Cass you.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Oh.
That'd be a casshole move. Side note, okay, watch the pay-per-view. There was this little kid. There's a little kid in the background.
Like 5 years old, maybe.
Oh, no, yeah, he's holding a little sign. It's like, you're a casshole.
He's just like, yeah! Just caught us off guard.
The WWE universe is just the funniest part. Sometimes the most entertaining part of the entire show.
Oh, and if you want to see entertainment, let me just go off on a tangent here. The kickoff, the people walking around behind the panel.
They had this horrible spot. And you just see, like...
this guy with his beer walking by. Oh, I'm on camera. Oops. Okay,
sorry.
Back to the matter at hand. Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Why do you think it was a thumbs down?
I have a reason.
Okay.
I just watched it. I don't understand. I can't remember this. No, okay. First off, why is it happening?
Yeah.
There's two things that bother me about that. Thing number one. I don't use the wrong finger. Thing number one. I'm sorry. Thing number one. Maybe I'm confused about something, but I thought they were done feuding. Like, it was done. They had that whole cage match
for the title.
And they're like, hey, we won, and we're done. We can't challenge you anymore. It's over. We're the champions. You have to go find someone else. And then they're back. I don't know. I must have missed something. We weren't watching for a while. We were just busy.
That's true.
But I'm confused. Jumping in the Great Balls of Fire, I was like, I thought this was over. So that already kind of just put me in the wrong mood for the match. But then, I might have to change mine. Now I'm remembering the match.
Because the match was really good.
Yeah, the match was. I'm stupid. The match was really good. Well, that's why we have the second round. After the initial. Okay.
Yeah.
But the second thing that bothered me. Did I finish the first one?
You did.
I did. Okay. Remember the second one. What was it? Oh my gosh. Oh no. The second one.
Maybe there just weren't that many bad things about it. That's
my
thought.
I don't know. You just go ahead. I'll think of it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I just want to say that it was a great match. I mean, the energy was high. They started with a bang. I mean, Sheamus's boot to the face, that was great, I thought.
That's true. And the crimson face.
The crimson mask.
There was a crimson mask.
It wasn't on purpose, I don't think.
No.
It didn't look like blading at all.
They had, the ring here. I don't know. We can't do this. Whatever. Forget the visual. But basically, the two of them jumped.
The two Hardy Boys.
Yeah, two Hardy Boys were like, whoa!
Jumped toward each other, and something went wrong.
It looked clean, and then one of the Hardy Boys got up. It was Matt, right?
Matt's brow was split.
And he was just...
I think his lip, too, or his nose, it was just blood. And we haven't seen that in so long. I feel bad, because it probably hurt, but it looked
it wasn't
so
bland.
cool.
So,
But yeah, I thought it was a good match. In the end, there was a bad call from the ref.
Oh yeah, that was the second reason.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That call, it was terrible.
It was a
And the
bad
whole
call.
audience, at least I thought, the whole audience noticed it. It was like, he clearly...
Jeff kicked out.
Yeah, it was, you could see it. And they even replayed it. It's like, he kicked out. Like, it wasn't even close. He was a full-on kick out.
Completely kicked out.
And I guess the ref went into panic mode, like,
And
yeah,
gave
but
it to
the
Cesaro.
script says he's supposed to be done. So
Yeah,
yeah,
bit
that
of a
was
botch.
Yeah, that looked really bad. And I feel like what's a couple more seconds? Just fix it.
Yeah.
Do like another punch, and then you're
Let
done.
them
Repair it.
Rectify the whole thing.
But they just went with it, and it was upsetting.
Despite these little errors, maybe not little, but despite these errors, overall, I thought it was a good match. I thought it was entertaining, I thought it was fun, and I was on the edge of my seat because they were tied for a while, and I was wanting to see who would win. I thought it was very good.
Okay. Final verdict.
You first.
Me
I went first last.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say soft. You didn't expect
Soft?
that. Neither of you expected it.
No.
Neither you and however many people are over there.
All two of them.
Yes. I know. Okay, so I started. We're gonna follow this. I started with thumbs down, and then I started to go thumbs up because I was like, Crimson Mask. That was really cool.
That's good.
And there was some really good moves in the match. But here's the thing. Again, match shouldn't have happened to me, in my mind at least. And I could be very, very wrong about that. But me watching it, that's how I felt. Mm-hmm. Match shouldn't have existed, and they botched the match. So that's two major things, and a Crimson Mask is not enough to fix those two problems. So it's soft.
I'm going to say a Crimson Mask isn't enough for me. I'm going to say it's certified G. It was a good match, in my opinion.
Well, clearly you need to go in the comments below and agree with me.
Well, I have to pick tails, so maybe I'll get more comments.
Well, that's not fair.
We'll see.
I will work on pigtails.
Okay.
Sorry. Bad
Next
image.
match
Okay.
was the women's belt. It was Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks.
Wait, no, that's not. That's next. We missed something. Sorry. We are unorganized. No.
Didn't have dinner.
We skipped something. I'm sorry. We skipped something.
Why did we skip?
No, we didn't skip something.
Nothing.
I'm gonna shut up right now. You can go and continue.
Okay.
I'm thinking of the last pay-per-view.
No.
I was thinking of the ladder match with the women's.
We're not even gonna go there. That was okay. Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks.
Yes. Okay.
You want to do our thumbs?
Yes. Let's go ahead.
Amazing. So good.
Yes. Wow.
Okay, let's talk about why.
Yeah. Anyway.
You first.
Okay. I'm gonna bring in the ladder thing, even though she just said we're not gonna talk about it. And here's why. Because it was awful. That women's ladder match was so terrible. And guy going up there and grabbing the thing, throwing it down there.
James Owen won.
It was terrible. I hated it. But the reason why it's important, what I'm about to say, is it was so bad because of the way it was handled too. Like the fighting was awful. It felt so choreographed. And I know it's WWE and it feels like that sometimes, but I want to be invested in the story.
In the women's division. I hate to say it, but it's true.
And I want to believe the actions to some extent. But it was a horrible match from start to finish. But this match between Sasha and Alexa was possibly, I don't know, it was really good.
One of the best.
Yeah, from the women's division. Like, it was just, you felt every hit. It was just slam, slam, slam.
Completely brutal.
And I just felt like I was being bruised all over me. I didn't actually feel like that. It's just me dramatic.
Speaking of
serious medical condition.
dramatic, let's talk about Bliss's fake out.
Oh, yeah.
That was so cool.
Yes, you need to look this up if you're not going to watch this and you're just using us as some sort of source for getting our highlights. Why are you doing that?
But Alexa Bliss, we didn't know she was double jointed. I don't think anyone knew she was double jointed, but she acted like she had a broken arm, and it was convincing.
Yeah, we were in the middle of like a dinner thing, like we were watching, but we were just trying to get dinner ready. And we were kind of like, oh, whatever, you know. I wasn't excited about this match. We shouldn't be like that. We should be serious reviewers. We weren't doing that. We were being a little bit lazy. And I don't know. It just
That stopped us in our tracks.
no.
Because, first off, it looked real, it looked good, and then we saw Sasha's reaction,
Yeah.
which looked very convincing. I don't know if she knew about it or not, but wow, did she sell it. It was great.
It was cool.
It
Okay,
was great.
let's move this along.
Um,
I think we're both gonna agree.
it was high energy, it was very entertaining, and Bliss was on fire. She was so angry. It was great.
And the winner was.
Winner was...
Oh, it was Alexa.
It was,
Yeah.
Alexa?
Yes.
I thought it was Sasha with the bank statement.
No, Alexa won. Trust me.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Alexa won the match, but then
I
Sasha was
making
like,
dinner.
Sasha was like,
Oh, that's right, that's true.
you didn't win. You kind of did, and then she went and attacked her
Well,
afterwards.
the reason she won was a disqualification. It was a count out. So technically,
Forced
Sasha
it.
won, but she didn't get the belt. So Sasha went after Bliss, and
Oh yeah, that's right.
that was
I was
really
wrong. Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
It was really good to see the women's division actually do a "I'm gonna throw you through the table" type of deal. That was good.
Certified G.
Certified G completely.
And
Next we had Miz versus Ambrose.
I'll sum this one real quick.
Yeah.
Sum it up something.
Shit.
Okay, the whole Miz thing and his entourage. Stupid.
No.
And Dean, he did a great job with what he was doing.
Dean's always great,
But
in
that's-
my opinion.
Yeah. Not enough.
No.
That's terrible.
It was very
Soft.
one-sided.
Soft all the way.
Soft.
Okay.
Alright. Braun versus Roman.
Oh yeah.
This match. Guys,
Wow.
this match.
I actually forgot about this match. Okay. You need to watch the match. You need to.
You do.
So this is the first ever ambulance match, right?
Which was such a silly concept, I thought.
But it works.
But it worked
It's
really
a
well.
cool idea. There's like an ambulance parked far away from the ring. And it's like, hey, you
Drag
guys
you
gotta
home.
fight each other. And, you know, Roman Reigns, if you think about it, he's a monster essentially. Like, he's like the same size, at least height-wise.
Close.
And muscle mass is close
To
to
Braun
Braun
Strowman.
Strowman. They're both huge guys. It's like, hey, you guys gotta fight here.
And
Then that thing over there,
drag
that's like,
the other guy.
when they show it with the cameras, there's like all the people's heads floating there, blocking part of the ambulance. So it's like, it makes it look like it's like a mile away. You gotta get them over there. The match was really cool. It was dynamic, traveling all around, get him out of the ring, get him back in the ring. They got out of there.
What's our
They
thumb?
duked it out. Sorry. Yeah.
As you could probably guess.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
So it was fun. The match was fun. It was very entertaining. It was kind of a tug of war, and it worked really well. But then, at the end of it,
Oh yeah, well, real quick. Wait. Strowman wins, and it's through a botch. Not a terrible one.
tiny botch.
Yeah, at least I thought it was, because it looks like Roman was supposed to like aim right at him, but it seemed like he wasn't quite in
Well,
position.
let's describe what happened.
Yeah.
The doors are open of the ambulance, and it looks like Roman's gonna put Braun away
With a spear.
with a spear. But Braun steps out of the way, and Roman just jumps right into the
Yeah,
ambulance.
but he does it too soon, so it looks like
He just
it kind of
gave
just
up.
looks like he's like suicide, and he
I'm
just
done.
jumps through into the ambulance.
And then Braun
But
closes
it was
the
close
doors.
enough to where you got what they were trying to do, and it wasn't completely.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
So it was cool, but then the cool part is
Roman.
So he closes it, and then Roman gets out like,
Busts out
No.
of the doors, and he's like, "This isn't over."
yeah. And Roman's good. I know people don't like him, but he's good, and I like what they're doing with him. They understand, like, hey, everyone seems to hate Roman for some reason.
Well, because Taker.
Yeah,
But-
I'm okay with the Taker thing. We're
I'm
gonna
okay
cover
with it
that in a
too.
different episode.
We'll get to that.
But what do I gotta say?
He comes out of the doors, and he's like, "This isn't over."
Yeah, saying like, hey, Strowman punches him a few times, does some stuff.
Slams him in the door.
Oh yeah, door thing, you know, little things like that.
Throws him in the ambulance.
Puts him in the ambulance.
Closes the doors.
Yeah, gets in the ambulance, drives it out into the parking lot where he was beat up last time. Somewhere
and had
similar.
the ambulance flipped on him.
Yeah, he's like,
Sometimes.
irony. And then he takes the ambulance and he puts it in
Drives the
reverse.
ambulance.
And he slams it. And he actually
Backs
crashes
into a
it.
bus.
And the whole thing smashes in the back. And they, they get they put this whole dramatic scene. They got, Kurt Angle, and he's
there,
like shaking
and praying.
Yeah, they get Braun out of there, and he bladed like.
He bladed
oh
like
my
crazy.
Gosh,
this guy.
And there was blood everywhere. It was crazy.
All
It was
over
the bloodiest.
his elbow, all over his face.
I have not
he
seen
looked terrible.
A pay-per-view this bloody since Hogan retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, I haven't been watching it long. So, but I've looked them up. I haven't seen that many.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We get the point.
Okay.
So Braun is like pushing people away. He's pushing the paramedics away. He's stumbling, and he goes around a corner, and we don't see him.
Yeah, it's getting interesting. But I like this because they're giving Roman Reigns all these great moments.
Yeah.
But he keeps losing, and I'm hoping. I'm like, please, I hope that people will actually like Roman.
Please.
Just let him. He's doing a good job. He's working.
It's
well.
not like he chose to retire Taker.
Yeah.
This is his character, and they're writing it. Just give the guy a chance.
It's okay. He's doing a good job. I like the build-up.
He's taking
Strowman's the
everything
villain.
they're throwing at
I
him.
want to see the hero win. That's how I am. So, and it's not like he's that great of a hero. I understand he's a little bit bland. But when he's up there, when I'm watching him, he's entertaining. And that's kind of the important part. So
and he's grown on me. I didn't like him at first. He's grown on me. I like him. He's a cool guy. So, what's our overall takeaway from this?
That match was Certified G.
Certified G.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
But, in the interim, between the ambulance and the match, we had a throwaway match, and I felt so bad for these guys.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember who they are. I don't remember who they were. Sorry.
It was Heath Slater and Rhino. And these poor guys, they're putting on a show.
Audience stands up, looks away, and then
sirens
camera
are blaring
goes away,
in the background.
And they just give up on them.
And we don't even know what happened. I mean, we know that, who was it? Slater won. We don't know how. We don't know why. We just know that he did. And these poor guys, they gave it their all, and their match was just tossed out. I felt bad.
Well, what can you do? We're going to move on.
Soft.
Yeah, wait, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then, the main event was Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, that's what it's been building up to. So first.
You want to do our thumbs?
Yeah, ready?
Yeah, thought so.
Yeah.
You want to give your reasoning?
My reasoning? I don't know. They put so much build up in this. I was thinking this is Brock Lesnar.
My client. That's his first name. My client.
My client, Brock Lesnar. And then Samoa Joe, who's like one of the most he's like the most intimidating guy in recent memory, next to Brock Lesnar. So I was like, this is going to be a crazy match.
That's pretty good.
And second half was pretty good. That was a good match in the second half. Mm-hmm. The first half was kind of boring. I don't know. I felt underwhelmed overall. I didn't feel like. I mean, it ended good. I'm going to give it that. It ended good. But I feel like, I don't know, I was expecting more, especially with some of the matches that happened previously.
Yeah.
I thought the Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks match was way more intense than Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. I thought that was a much more intense match. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
Well, my thoughts are, first, the match started before the match started. Samoa Joe comes up and just hands it to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And I liked it. And the reason I liked it was because Brock Lesnar has been this unstoppable force for a long time. He's the beast. He is unconquerable. And now he looks vulnerable because of Samoa Joe, who just came in to Raw. And he's trying to make a name for himself. And I think that's cool. I think that's really good. It's a really good setup. I like it. I like seeing Lesnar being vulnerable. And I like seeing him kind of have to fight more instead of just backhanding people away from him.
Yeah.
So that's why I like this match. There was a struggle, and Lesnar turned purple a couple times, and it was good. I thought it was really entertaining, and I thought it was kind of a nice shake-up because normally Lesnar is the unbeatable man. That's what I think.
I agree, but I'm going to give my final word as soft. And it's because even though that stuff's good, it's not enough to win me over in the match. Like, it's got to be really awesome. And since this is one of the biggest matches they built up to, I gotta stop describing it that way. It was a really big match. That's the point. And I don't think it lived up to the expectations. It wasn't terrible. It was still a pretty good match, but it wasn't the match that it should have been.
Well, I'm going to say certified G, because it was entertaining, and it was something new, and I liked it. So, all together, that's the end of
She didn't get any
the
cookies.
match. I already ate them. He doesn't know. So, all over, what do you think of Great Balls of Fire?
I liked it. It was good.
It was a great pay-per-view.
Yeah, so if you're like, should I watch it?
You should.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, all together, it was certified G.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. It was
Thank
a lot
you.
of fun.
So, hope you enjoyed this. We're going to try to change things up. We hit the 30 mark. It's a long episode. We're going to try to work things out.
We need to streamline this. We'll
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys want to hear about. Like, is there particular details you'd like us to talk about? If this is the thing you're interested in. If it's not, I don't know why you're listening to this. That's 30 minutes of us talking about something.
If we're soft, that's okay. You can voice your opinion. That's cool.
Yeah, so let us know. We're trying to figure this out. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.